Okay, recording.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you get a lot of the scene and the shot, so it's visually compelling and stimulating for the viewer. Like when we go down this pathway or whatever. Anyway, I've been working on my website. I had hired this guy, and he backed it up and put it on Amazon Web Services, my WordPress site, but he ended up like increasing my cost like 20-fold, like exponentially, like 20 times. So like I'm only paying like $10 a month for my website because I built it myself, and it's pretty cheap the way I built it. I could build a complex website that's super expensive, and some companies do need that. Like let's say you have an international corporation, and you have offices in New York, San Francisco, Tokyo, and Germany, Munich. Okay, so you need your computer services to be up like all the time. Not just that, but you need them to keep going if one of the like regions has a disaster, say like an earthquake, and a hole opened up in the ground and ate up a whole region of Amazon Web Services data centers. Well, if you have replication like through RDS, which is Relational Data Services, database services, then which costs it's expensive. It's like $100 a month or more. But essentially, you get like redundancy across the world through multiple data centers, so that you don't lose your data, you don't lose the services, you don't lose its operational status of being active. So obviously, I don't need a $300 website since nobody's like really visiting my website. The point is, like, why would you need a website? Usually people have a service to sell or a product. This is my car. So usually you're selling a product or a service. And so if you're like advertising, usually you can kind of gauge the return on advertising spend. They call that ROAS, ROAS. So ROAS, return on ad spend. They'll usually, you only see that whenever you have purchases like through the website, right? Purchases for the product, or purchases for the service. So, and people are shopping all the time online. And that's what makes it great that we're living in like this digital age, but nobody's going to the actual stores anymore unless it's for food. So, you got to think about what's a good product or service to sell. That's not an oversaturated market. And you've stated it before to me last time that when people say that, you're just saying that you're not exceptional or you're not providing a quality service or product, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is that your meaning of it? Okay. Well, you can talk too, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying if you do have an exceptional quality product or service, then people should, easily gravitate to it and consume the product or service.
Yeah. Like in the movie industry, a lot of people are saying, "Oh, we're getting oversaturated with superhero content." Ooh. And then after that, Spider-Man Homecoming, I believe.
Right.
Far From Home. It was Spider-Man Far From Home came out. Everybody loved it. No, that was the live action.
Are you talking about the real one?
And then the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse came out, and that was also a hit, showing not only that people did like superhero movies, they just didn't like garbage superhero movies.
Okay, so it's just got to be a quality story, essentially, and quality visuals and audio stimulation. I'd say that's attractive and compelling content, but great storytelling. It's like far and few between these days, huh? Because everybody just thinks it's so easy to, generate, art using AI or whatever, and then just slapping that on to some mediocre script, right?
Mm-hmm. I saw I sent you the video of this game maker. basically making a fake game. It was just a
Oh,
cover
yeah,
of
I
it.
remember that.
But basically, a lot of people in the comments, knowing it was fake, still wanted it.
Right.
Even though you could ask somebody and they'd say, "Oh yeah, the zombie video game, like that system, is so oversaturated. There's so many zombie games,
Okay.
but all of them are, mediocre or really old, such as like Left 4 Dead. It's a really good one, but at the end of the day, it's still old, and once you play it once, it's kind of it. So the people are really searching for a good quality version of whatever you think is oversaturated.
They look for the best.
They're looking for, yeah.
The best. It's hard to be the best, and everybody kind of influences each other, right? They're like, ooh, what works with them? Ooh, what works with them? And then how do we combine it all to create something new and make it work for us? But it all comes down to profit. I don't know. What do you think about Cyberpunk?
It was really good, except for the start. I played it on your computer and I only encountered a few non-game breaking glitches, and
Right.
I really liked the story. It's just the beginning really, it didn't seem good because of how the choices made little impact and how you just follow one straight story, even though it's advertised as, oh, you basically pick one of three lives, and it changes drastically how you play.
Right. But it's just like slight variations.
Yeah.
But I mean, they were their bold claims were unfounded. Or unrealized. Maybe that's what they always do with like the prototype stage. They're like, we promised the world, we promised this, we promised that, and then when it comes down to it, it's like we didn't have time for it. And because they were rushing them to get it out, right? I remember they were like rushing them to like get it out, and then everybody hated it when it came out because it was on consoles and it was breaking like crazy. But nobody gives a crap about console because it's always glitchy. I mean, well, especially for the newer fucking games, but yeah, I remember for the Cyberpunk game, there was that like when we first were playing it, like he like do the T pose like right outside the car. He's like going through the car. I'm like, what the heck's happening? But I mean, it was still fun. It's like it to me, it was like GT. It was like Grand Theft Auto, but like obviously newer graphics and a different style, and like the gameplay like felt really different too. Like the car driving mechanics were like way different. Now you can like shoot from the cars on Cyberpunk and stuff. But I mean, anyway, I haven't really been playing too many games. I've been busy with work. But yeah, I mean, regarding like the website, going back to marketing and sales and trying to find the right people, the right product, not everybody needs a website, I guess. And because these days people have Google business page, they have Yelp, they have Facebook, they have Instagram, they have where everybody's already at, not just on the internet in general, like on the website of Google searching and stuff, right? Because that's where SEO comes into play. It's search engine optimization. It's like whenever you want your, you know, website to rank higher in terms of whenever people search for certain keywords. For me, it's Chula Vista SEO and Digimodels, Digimodels. So anyway, my website's still in its. I had to build it back up because that guy kind of, kept increasing the expenses. I'm like, dude, delete it, and he deleted it, and then I had to rebuild my website. So it's pretty basic right now, but we'll get it figured out. Oh my gosh, I think somebody passed out. All right. Oh no, the In-N-Out girl passed out. Oh my gosh, that's not good, bro. All right, guys, we gotta go. I'll talk to you later.